The weight of a crown, a question on privilege and downfall. Can you imagine being born into a world where the sun never seemed to set on your empire? Where your every whim was a command, your every word etched in history? Such was the life of Kaiser Wilhelm II, the last emperor of Germany. Yet imagine that same sun, once a symbol of your power, setting on your reign, leaving you in the cold shadow of exile. How easily does privilege transform into despair? How does one grapple with the loss of unimaginable power and influence? The life of Wilhelm II offers a poignant study in the intoxicating allure of power and the bitter sting of its loss. Wilhelm II, the last German emperor, remains a figure shrouded in controversy. Born in 1859, he ascended to the throne in 1888, inheriting a powerful empire and a legacy of Prussian military might. His reign, however, would be marked by a series of tumultuous events, culminating in the cataclysm of the First World War. Wilhelm II was a man of contradictions, a charismatic leader capable of inspiring fierce loyalty, yet prone to impulsive decisions and volatile outbursts. He yearned for Germany's place in the sun, yet his actions often cast a long, dark shadow over Europe and the world. An unexpected inheritance. Wilhelm II's early life and his sudden rise to power. Born with a withered arm, a consequence of a difficult birth, Wilhelm's early life was marked by a constant struggle to prove himself. The future Kaiser grappled with a strained relationship with his parents, particularly his British mother, who favoured his elder brother. His grandfather, Wilhelm I, the architect of German unification, cast a long shadow representing an era of military glory that the young Wilhelm felt compelled to emulate. Thrust onto the throne at the young age of 29, after the untimely deaths of his father and grandfather, Wilhelm II's ascension was as unexpected as it was dramatic. The sudden transition from prince to Kaiser left Wilhelm II ill-prepared for the immense responsibilities he now shouldered. The weight of history and the legacy of his forefathers pressed heavily upon him, shaping his ambitions and fueling his desire to leave his own indelible mark on the world stage. A ruler and his ambitions. Wilhelm II's vision for Germany and his thirst for a place in the sun. Wilhelm II harboured grand visions for Germany. He envisioned a nation that would rival the British Empire in terms of naval power and global influence. A place in the sun, he famously declared, encapsulating his desire for Germany to claim its rightful share of colonies and international prestige. Driven by a potent mix of ambition and insecurity, Wilhelm II embarked on an aggressive campaign of naval expansion, challenging British dominance at sea. He sought to forge alliances, bolstering Germany's position in the complex web of European diplomacy. However, Wilhelm II's ambition was often perceived as a threat by other European powers. His assertive foreign policy and his often bellicose rhetoric created an atmosphere of suspicion and distrust, setting the stage for the conflicts that would soon engulf the continent. Examining the Kaiser's role in the escalating tensions in Europe. The years leading up to the First World War were marked by a series of crises that pushed Europe towards the brink. Wilhelm II, with his volatile personality and his unwavering belief in German might, played a significant role in exacerbating these tensions. His decision to support Austria-Hungary's ultimatum to Serbia following the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo proved to be a fatal miscalculation. Wilhelm II's personal telegrams to other European leaders, often impulsive and inflammatory in tone, further fueled the diplomatic firestorm. His unwavering faith in German military superiority and his belief in a swift, decisive victory blinded him to the potential horrors of a protracted war on a continental scale. The Kaiser's actions, driven by a dangerous mix of ambition, insecurity and misjudgment, helped to pave the path towards the abyss. The fateful decisions that pushed Europe towards the abyss. The Kaiser's decision to back Austria-Hungary unconditionally, coupled with his failure to restrain his Austrian allies, proved to be a fatal miscalculation. Wilhelm II's belief that Britain would remain neutral, based on familial ties and his misreading of the British political landscape, proved to be another grave error. As Europe descended into war, the Kaiser's initial enthusiasm waned as the conflict bogged down into a bloody stalemate. The horrors of trench warfare and the staggering loss of life shocked even the most ardent militarists. The war that Wilhelm II had so confidently predicted would be over in a matter of weeks dragged on for years, transforming Europe into a charnel house and shattering the illusion of a civilized world order. The Kaiser's miscalculations and his failure to grasp the true nature of modern warfare would have catastrophic consequences for Germany and the world. Wilhelm II's complex personality, a blend of charm and ruthlessness. Wilhelm II was a man of contradictions, a study in contrasts. He possessed an undeniable charisma, capable of captivating audiences with his speeches and his commanding presence. He was a patron of the arts and sciences, eager to modernize Germany and propel it into the 20th century. Yet, beneath the veneer of charm and sophistication lurked a darker side. Wilhelm II could be impulsive, prone to fits of anger and rash decisions. He harbored deep-seated insecurities, fueled by his physical disability and his strained relationships with his family. His belief in his divine right to rule and his unwavering faith in German superiority fostered an arrogance that blinded him to the realities of the world around him. Wilhelm II's complex personality, a blend of charm and ruthlessness, ambition and insecurity, would leave an indelible mark on his reign and contribute to the tumultuous events that unfolded under his watch. Exile, Reflections, and the Kaiser's final years. As Germany teetered on the brink of defeat in 1918, the Kaiser's grip on power finally slipped away. Forced to abdicate, he fled to exile in the Netherlands, leaving behind a nation shattered by war and burdened by the terms of a humiliating peace treaty. In the quiet solitude of his Dutch estate, Huis Doorn, Wilhelm II lived out his remaining years a shadow of his former self. He penned his memoirs, reflecting on his reign and attempting to justify his actions, yet never fully grasping the magnitude of the catastrophe he had helped to unleash. The former Kaiser, once the most powerful man in Germany, spent his days gardening, collecting stamps, and observing the world from a distance. He witnessed the rise of Hitler and the Nazi Party, viewing them with a mixture of disdain and a disturbing degree of approval for their nationalistic rhetoric. Wilhelm II died in 1941, his passing overshadowed by the global conflict that engulfed Europe once more. Wilhelm II's impact on history and a call to learn from the past. Wilhelm II's legacy remains a subject of debate among historians. Some view him as a tragic figure, a ruler ill-suited for the challenges of his time, while others see him as a key architect of the First World War. A man whose ambition and miscalculations had catastrophic consequences for Germany and the world. Regardless of one's interpretation, there is no denying the profound impact that Wilhelm II had on the course of the 20th century. His reign serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition, the perils of nationalism, and the importance of diplomacy and understanding in an increasingly interconnected world. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Wilhelm II, we are compelled to learn from the mistakes of the past. We must strive to understand the complex forces that drive conflict and seek to build a world where dialogue and cooperation triumph over aggression and division. The lessons of history, though often painful, offer invaluable guidance as we navigate the challenges of our own time. Want to learn more about the fascinating world of history? Subscribe to our channel for more captivating documentaries, and don't forget to like, comment and share this video with your fellow history buffs.